Good morning, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Sunday, July 14th. Dry thunderstorm chances are starting to increase today, and actually the best chance over the next several days of seeing any thunderstorms, and they will be dry, will be today and again tomorrow. Most areas will see gusts over 35. Some of our stronger storms, especially outside of the central mountains, may be producing gusts over 45 miles per hour. One thing with this monsoon moisture moving in, it will be cooler in quotes for the next couple of days, but then we're back to warmer conditions, but the monsoon moisture actually sticks around with even the ridge building in as we head towards the middle part and the end part of the upcoming week. Satellite shows we continue to watch clouds lifting in from the south and west into Idaho today. Interestingly enough, you see late last evening a pretty good a pyrocumulus cloud off one of the fires in eastern Oregon, and that kept going through the evening into the early overnight hours, producing quite a bit of smoke and cloud cover with that little particular burst with that fire in that general area for that particular yesterday afternoon, evening, I should say. Our weather risk outlook. You'll notice we really right now only have the South Hills and the Southeast Highlands as moderate impacts today. That's where we do have critical fire weather conditions being met with thunderstorm coverage. We're going to have to watch a few other spots for later on today. We'll take a look at that later on this morning. We may have to up the potential to moderate in a few spots, especially up in the eastern Highlands and even across portions of the upper end of the Snake Plain this afternoon. Same thing for tomorrow. We'll have some dry thunderstorms around. We may end up with another day with critical fire conditions in some areas met with thunderstorm coverage. But you'll notice Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday it's around, but coverage is less. But nonetheless, we do have a potential of a daily thunderstorm, a shower or thunderstorm up over the higher elevations through the middle part of the week. So looking at how things are going, initially this morning we don't have a lot going on around the area. There's probably a few sprinkles hanging around with some of this activity. We haven't seen any thunderstorms yet, but we could certainly see some thunderstorms throughout the morning hours. They'll be isolated. We go in later on today, that's when we'll see the thunderstorm potential picking up. And you'll notice the coverage increases, especially in the highlands south and east of the Snake Plain, up north of Blackfoot towards Idaho Falls and Island Park. We may even have to watch for some higher coverage around Gilmore Summit, also up around Lone Pine. Maybe not quite Mackey and Mount Bora, but something to be watching. And that batch will move off to the east, but a few showers and thunderstorms, and I do say a few thunderstorms possible tomorrow night or tonight into Monday morning, and we have more showers and thunderstorms during the day tomorrow as monsoon moisture continues over the region. Those storms tomorrow will be dry, and again, we'll have to kind of look again later on today to see where coverage might be a little bit higher versus the rest of central and eastern Idaho. Looking at temperatures this afternoon, we're down a few degrees across the board with that monsoon moisture and cloud cover. The humidities are coming up, though. We'll see a lot more humidities above 15%, even above 25% in some of our higher elevations for today. Lightning probabilities, and like we said, our highest confidence for scattered coverage down towards Oakley, Jackpot, the South Hills, the Albion Mountains into the southeastern highlands up over towards Driggs and Jackson. We'll be watching, again, Mackey, Lone Pine, Gilmore Summit, even back towards DuBois, Island Park as well. Potential for a little higher coverage of thunderstorms this afternoon and certainly into the evening hours. You'll notice we'll see that trend for slightly higher lightning potential shifting eastward by the time we get towards sunset. The chance of a tenth of an inch or more of rain is not all that high. In some places, we're barely pushing 20%. Maybe in a few spots, we're hitting 35%. Just briefly for this afternoon and this evening. For tomorrow morning, temperatures not too bad in the 50s and 60s, a little warmer over into the Treasure Valley, but overnight humidity is coming up. Not as bad as we've seen over the past few days. Certainly not ideal up in the higher elevations, but certainly down low. We'll have some pretty good humidity recovery tonight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, it is cooler. That also means those humidities will be up a little bit more across the area. Not many mid to upper 90s, except once you get over towards Glenn's Ferry. 70s up in the higher elevations for tomorrow afternoon. Lightning probabilities, again, the higher elevations, the upper end of the Snake Plain tomorrow afternoon, and into the early part of the evening. But by the time we get to sunset, the highest probabilities will be shifting over into Wyoming. And again, looking at that potential of 1/10 of an inch or more of rain for tomorrow, not today, tomorrow. Not much. The higher amounts will be shifting over into Wyoming. And for Tuesday morning, we do continue with a slight cool down, but the air starts drying out. So humidity recovery back onto the poor side in some areas as we get to Tuesday morning. We're going to skip all the way to Thursday. The trend does continue with humidity is not necessarily recovering in some areas overnight. Afternoon highs will start picking back up, and those humidities will be dropping across the area. So, again, today we have that increasing potential of dry thunderstorm activity, gusts over 35 miles per hour. The stronger storms gusts over 45 miles per hour. The thunderstorm gust potential is down a little bit tomorrow, but still dry thunderstorms expected. A little cooler to start out the week, but high pressure will bring back some warmer temperatures as we head towards the middle of the week, but not looking as hot as it was the past several days due to a little bit of monsoon moisture, and that does keep a little bit of thunderstorm activity around. Have a great Sunday, and do stay safe out there, everyone.